What are you doing?
I'm summoning it.
Summoning what?
My hammer? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Podcast of Madness. I'm Ben, and this is Mike, and we're here to give you our 11 cents on a movie that we watched.
Sense number 1, Marvel sucks.
Sense number 2, Marvel's great. Oh, wait.
Sense number 3, Marvel is oversaturating the market.
This doesn't make any sense. I'm getting gypped.
Sense number 4, we're going to review Thor Love and Thunder.
Woohoo!
Yeah. We kind of talked about it, on the last podcast?
Well, we talked about that. We didn't.
Well, that's what I mean. We didn't.
Yeah, we were like, oh yeah, that came out. We should go see
We
it.
forgot all about it. How do you forget about that?
I don't
Anyway,
know. How did you forget about that?
I thought it was really cool. Spoilers ahead. This is your warning.
This is your warning.
Timestamp at somewhere around a minute and 50 seconds or 2 minutes.
Or 30 seconds. You never know.
This is your warning. 3,
Warning.
2,
Warning.
1.
Warning.
This is a warning.
Warning.
3, 2. Anyway, so we got to watch Thor: Love and Thunder with a couple of our friends.
Yep.
What did you think?
So initially, overall, I enjoyed the film, but to say that I enjoyed the film is not also to say that I thought it was the best movie I ever made. For one, I will state that. I just felt like it was a good middle-of-the-road Marvel film. You know, it wasn't ridiculously awesome, crazy, amazing. It wasn't so terrible that I hated it. I enjoyed it. It was...
After the disaster that Multiverse of Madness was for me, this was a nice little kind of buffer.
Okay, yeah. I know it wasn't as intense, per se. Like, it could have been. I feel like...
It could have been.
I feel like, and we both pretty much agree on this point, is they pushed the humor too much.
Yeah, way too much.
Way too much.
Way too much humor.
I think if they cut it, like, even if they just halved it, I feel like the movie would have been so much better. Not to say that it shouldn't have any humor in it, but, like, they just pushed for...
Well, that's the thing over the past couple of years. Thor's become kind of the funny comedian person of Marvel.
Yeah.
Him and Loki, you definitely saw a lot of it in Ragnarok. But if they could have divvied the comedy up like they did in Ragnarok,
right, yeah.
I
It
thought
would
it'd
have
been
an
fine.
amazing movie.
Thought it'd been great.
Definitely.
Way too much comedy.
Way too much, yeah. Too much forced. Like, it wasn't the fact that there was too much comedy per se. It was just it felt forced in a lot of the different areas, and it didn't actually flow with everything that was going on.
Yeah.
So, but I will say, I don't know if you caught this or not. Spoilers up ahead. But I think the one when they were doing the tours for the Asgard place or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. So, not in the movies. This was just like on YouTube and on commercials and stuff. They actually had, in between the first 2 Thor movies, I think, where Thor had a roommate. Did you ever see that?
It wasn't in the movies, right?
It wasn't in the movies.
It was just like in between.
A commercial.
Yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
Thor had a roommate. Well, I think that they got the same guy that was his roommate. That was the tour guide.
Oh, no way. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That was him, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Wow.
So I thought that was pretty. I thought that was pretty good. That was a
pretty
cool
funny.
nod to.
Yeah, I forgot all about that. That's really funny.
We have to pay the bills. He's like, no, I know, but I have magic space.
Yeah.
Or whatever. This is the best currency in Asgard. You're like, yeah, but we're not in Asgard. I can't use these.
I forgot all about that. They had a couple throwbacks in that tour thing
They
that
did,
I noticed. I
yeah.
can't think of them off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
I thought, I don't know. I thought that one, like we said, there's too much comedy. Killing Jane off with cancer just seemed a little inhumane.
Little bit.
I mean, like...
But then again, they also had an end credit scene.
Yes, they did.
So I'm not sure what's supposed to happen with that, or if that's just like,
I don't...
oh, look, she got into Asgard heaven.
I think that...
Spoiler.
I think that was just to show she was in Asgard heaven. I don't think she's coming back, and I think they're gonna groom what's-his-face's son that you saw there in the end credit too, together, because they focused on him a lot in the movie.
What's his face's son?
The guy that greeted her. What's his name? I can't remember his name.
Heimdall.
Yeah, his son.
Oh yeah.
His son was the one that was seeing Thor,
Right.
So they really put a focus on him. So I think that that's going to be like kind of because you got to think they got Dark Avengers and they got the Young Avengers.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say we're moving towards Young Avengers, aren't we?
Well, it's either Dark or Young
Dark or Young? What if it's
because
Dark and Young?
well, what together? That would
I
actually
don't
be
know.
pretty cool if they teamed them up. Well, because you got the Black Knight, you got Blade coming in, you got
Right,
all
yeah.
those. So the Dark Avengers are the only one we haven't seen yet is Ghost Rider.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
we have that coming up. The Young Avengers, all we've seen is America. Why do I keep saying American? America Chavez.
Right.
In
Well, I
Multiverse
mean,
Madness.
if you include the shows, then we see Miss Marvel.
And Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
So maybe they'll keep going with the shows, and then they'll
Maybe.
meet up eventually. I don't know. Not sure.
Yeah. Which
Back.
I still haven't seen it yet. I know.
Yeah, I
Terrible
haven't.
blasphemy.
I don't watch any of those Disney Plus shows. The only one I've seen was WandaVision and Loki.
Yeah, I watched WandaVision, Loki, and what was the other one?
Moon Knight.
No, I haven't watched Moon Knight yet. I heard that was really good, by the way.
I heard it was terrible.
Really?
I did.
I heard it was really good, so I don't know. Depends on who you talk to, I guess. But
Me, I'm right.
I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments. But no, I was the Captain America and Falcon and Winter Soldier, not Captain America.
Yes.
Yeah, so I watched all three of those. Those were all really good. I feel like Loki was the best out of. Well, Loki and WandaVision were probably the best out of those.
I like Loki just because I love, what's his name? Owen Wilson.
Oh yeah, that was definitely good.
That was
Some people suspect that he was a Howard Stark variant.
Really
Mm-hmm.
interesting.
It was a rumor going around, or like people like, I'm not so sure. I think he might be, but
Nerds and their theories.
nerddom.
Yeah. So as we got through the movie, I don't know. I mean, like I liked it, but I did well, like you said.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought honestly, in my personal opinion, I thought it was a terrible movie, but I thought it was bearable. As to where I think Multiverse of Madness is just straight through a terrible movie. I at least there was
Yeah.
still some funny antics and things that are happening in Thor. But
Definitely. I don't know. I also feel like I'm curious as to what I would think if I go and watch it like a second time. Like, what would I pull out of it after seeing it for the first time?
true, yeah.
You know, like being able to pull out different details. And the same thing with the Doctor Strange, which is on Disney Plus now, but I'm probably going to have to wait till it comes out because like it was a good I enjoyed the movie. I didn't hate the movie or anything, but I probably am not, unless a friend hasn't seen it yet and they want to go see it, I'm probably not going to pay to go see it in theaters again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely
It was
not
a
a
one-off,
double.
you know?
Like No Way Home, I saw probably 3 times. Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
No
That
Way
was-
Home is probably
that was like a peak there. But
Yeah.
that's the thing, you know, like you're gonna have the movies and stuff that aren't so good, so we can lead up to.
But see, I think that's a
potentially
conversation to
something
have
else.
though, because I feel like ever since Infinity War, the
Infinity
Marvel
War or
has just
Endgame?
no Infinity War.
Okay.
Because I liked Endgame, but I didn't love it like I loved Infinity War.
Right.
I feel like after Infinity War they fell off storylines because I think they just got too big. You know,
Yeah.
you're trying to do way too much at one time.
Well, and that's
and
the thing,
in that
you
you
know?
lose your creativity when you're trying to do so much at one
right,
time.
yeah.
You know.
They're biting off more than they can chew, maybe.
Yeah. And that's just my personal opinion. If you think differently, I mean, you might think it's great. But for me, watching Marvel all the way back, and you have to think, everyone thinks, Iron Man, no, Blade is what saved the Marvel franchise, the first Blade with Wesley Snipes. So from growing up in that, watching that, and then going into Iron Man, you had that early, late 90s, like, raw feeling to it.
Yeah.
Which I think my generation was accustomed to. We
Right,
viewed
okay.
Marvel as the scientific realism kind of grungy as opposed to, your Batmans and your Superman
Right,
films
yeah.
that were coming from DC. And then over time they just got so Mickey Mouse and cartoonish from the Disney merger. And I honestly feel like that hurt it because I think that Thor Love and Thunder could have been a really good propelling story for Thor because we all thought this was going to be the last
Right,
last
yeah,
one, but he said he's
definitely,
going to do it
yeah.
until he stops. So why not build off a bigger storyline
Right. Yeah.
from that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just my opinion.
Definitely. I with that mention, I do like how Chris Hemsworth is like, hey, I'll keep on being Thor as long as you guys want me around. Like, that's really cool, you know. It's also pretty cool that actually, so there's actually a character named Love, and that's why it's called Thor: Love and Thunder.
Genius!
Yeah, anyway, that was cool seeing his daughter and her together. I had a point that I was gonna make. Oh, what's his face? Korg getting all blown up.
Yeah. That was pretty funny, yes.
He's like, I'm down here.
Turns out my face is just fine. That was definitely good.
That was funny.
Yeah.
So with that, we can pretty much go down a really quick little synopsis here. Pretty much, it starts off Thor's with the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
He decides that he needs to go off on his own.
Yep. Learn who he is.
Find love.
Find who he is. I'm going soul searching.
And then he goes and he goes back to New Asgard because there's an attack. I'm sorry. We start the movie off with the antagonist, actually, who I feel bad for because I thought he was a nice guy trying to protect his daughter, and his god screwed him over.
Yeah, for real. And that was pretty interesting, and I definitely appreciate his acting.
You know who that is?
Batman?
Which Batman?
Dark Knight Batman?
Which Dark Knight Batman?
What do you mean which Dark?
Christian Bale.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. Absolutely,
really good job.
absolutely amazing actor.
Definitely.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
I would say, like storyline aside, the acting was really good.
Oh yeah, no, the acting was amazing.
Superb.
Honestly, everyone did a fantastic job in there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So he's our antagonist. He gets this sword. The sword takes him over, possesses him. He gets a cool dark cloak. Then he goes to attack. And then Thor shows up to help Valkyrie. And then out of nowhere, an old familiar friend comes flying through the air. It's what you were trying to summon in the beginning.
Mjolnir. yes, Mjolnir. And he's like, where are you, my friend? Of course, although since Hela shattered it, it's actually rather impressive because now, since it's like, I guess, held together by its magical power anyways, so it can split apart and reassemble itself. So it's like, here, have a shotgun blast of Mjolnir. Like,
right in the face.
But of course, it's even cooler because they're all like, they can seek out their targets and whatever, that's all pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was definitely one of the more badass moves. I did kind of also appreciate. I felt kind of like we were watching Spy Kids when we got to the end of the movie, just a little bit. But at the same time, I did think it was really cool that he was able to imbue them with his own.
Yeah.
Like that's something that his father did for him.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was at the point where he could do that.
Yeah.
To others, and whatnot, and realized that he could.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That was
like,
awesome.
Fine, I'll fight with all the kids.
Now the cool part with that was the person that was swinging the hammer.
Yeah, definitely.
Which was
Natalie.
Jane.
Jane.
Yes,
Jane
Foster.
Jane Foster. Yeah.
Anyway, so Jane's got cancer.
The
hammer saves her from the cancer.
It was kind of interesting. I'm not sure how they exactly did it, but they did a really good job of making her look sickly in some scenes, and then female Thor and others.
Lighting, amazing. CGI,
maging,
makeup, maging. Mage?
Magic up?
Magic.
Magic makeup?
It's like magic.
Yeah, but
right.
No, the whole thing was really, really, really good. As far as the acting and the some of the moves and stuff.
Yeah. And then a bunch of kids get kidnapped by Dark Cloak guy.
Yeah.
One of them is what's his name? Hurlia? Halthia?
I'm trying to remember his name.
Hawthorne?
Something. I don't remember.
Magic Eye guy. His son there, and his son does the Magic Eye thing and sees Thor. And like Ben said, then the kids band together. They fight with Thor.
I feel like they had a potential to make the movie a lot more creepier than they actually did.
Yeah.
They could have really drawn it out a little bit better.
They probably didn't because Multiverse of Madness was kind of supposed to be the
yeah,
creepy
a
one.
little bit,
It's
yeah.
Sam Raimi, horror,
Right, yeah.
horror Spider-Man.
Horror.
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like a Thor movie, but not a good Thor movie to me.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like it was better than Dark World.
it was better.
I'll
I'll say
definitely
that.
better than Dark
It
World.
was definitely
I'll say
better than
that.
Dark World. Yes,
Yeah.
because I completely erased Dark World out of my memory.
It's like, oh yeah, that existed.
But yeah, no. Overall, pretty good. Anyway, so the kids end up helping Thor. Then the guy opens the magical realm and opens up something else and wishes his daughter back, but dies, and then everyone else dies, and
Yeah.
everybody dies. Everyone.
Not everyone.
All of the
It's
all
okay.
the people.
No, not everyone.
Everyone died.
No, not everyone.
They're dead. But yeah, so overall, good movie, I thought. What was your favorite part?
My favorite part. There were a lot of good parts. I'm not sure exactly what my favorite part, but the part that keeps on sticking out in my mind is when the two screaming "ah!" guys are pulling the boat and they just smack right into the planet.
Yeah.
I'm like, because the planet's like. It was pretty good.
I enjoyed
I don't know, it just sticks out in my head for whatever reason.
those goats were funny. I enjoyed Christian Bale first pulling the sword up.
Mm.
I thought that was pretty
That was
badass
pretty
when he was
badass,
like,
yeah.
and then just it was pretty
Yeah.
cool. That was probably my favorite. So yeah, leave a comment down below and let us know what you thought if you saw Thor: Love and Thunder, and if you didn't, then hurry,
Go
run
watch it.
as quick as you can.
Why did you just watch all the spoilers?
Idiot.
Terrible.
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the support.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/Collection of Madness. We're going to have some new content up in the next coming weeks, so make sure you check that out. And a lot of that content is going to be available at the $3 tier. So
Yeah.
the lowest tier you can go, you can still watch some cool things. If you'd like to tier higher, we'd be very appreciative, and you get some more exclusive
Absolutely.
stuff. So
Yeah.
it's going to be awesome. The $25 tier, you get a cool t-shirt that you can rep the Collection of Madness family with us. Make sure to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all those socials.
They'll all be linked below.
And, of course, like, share, and subscribe here on YouTube. I've been Mike. That's
The Ben.
Neb.
The Ben.
I'm Ikemi.
I'm
I'm Hey, if you like that video, check the rest down below, and also subscribe to the channel over here, and check out more of our great content that we have, and check out all of our social media links linked in the description.
And also check out the Patreon, link down below. It's real exciting.
Where did you come from?
My mother?